Here's why guys like us are not getting laid. See, if you want to get a hot girlfriend or at least get laid in this day and age, you need to be able to talk to women. But not just be able to talk to women. We need to be able to attract women when we talk to them. Get them intrigued, turn them on, get them to think about us, get them to want to hook up with us. Nothing else is more important. Not your six-pack, not biceps of steel, not your looks, not your car, not your money. Think about it. How do we meet girls these days? Okay, so you're confident enough to approach women, right? What's that about? You have to talk to her face to face. Maybe you prefer to meet girls who are friends of friends at parties. What do you have to do? Talk to her. Prefer to go online? Go online. Sure, dating sites. Just swipe right. Boom, there she is. What do you need to do next? Messaging her. What's that? Talking with thumbs, words only. No body language tricks will be helping. No six-pack, not even your manly voice, just words on a screen. If you don't already screw up on the first hurdle, you need to text with her to set up a date. More talking with thumbs. WhatsApp, Line, same thing, right? Sure, you can call her old school. Actual phone calls? What's that all about? Talking. Finally got a date? More talking. For anything from 15 minutes to a few hours in person. Voice tone and body language come in here. And yes, sure you can touch her at this stage, but that's really the first time in the process. Everything else was purely about texting and conversation. Most guys never get there. And when we get there, we screw it up. We kill the vibe. So we get friend-zoned. Because many of us are clueless when it comes to talking to women, use words to intrigue women, attract them, turn them on. And why is that? Because frankly, we've been told a bunch of bullshit about what to do. I mean, this stuff we put ourselves through to get a girl, practicing whole word-for-word routines in front of a mirror for hours on end, only to completely forget it all when we're with that hot girl that happened to sit next to us in Starbucks and freezing up while we rack our brain how the whole thing started, until she puts us out of her misery by saying, "Oh, sorry, I'm busy." Cold approaching hostile girls in busy streets to rid ourselves of approach anxiety, and getting rejected over and over again and destroying our last remnants of self-respect in the process. Or we're stuck trying to make sense of general tips like display your personality or just be yourself. And you're thinking, dude, if my personality was attracting women right now, I'd happily display it, but it ain't. And anyway, how the hell is anyone supposed to put this into action? And then there are all these gimmicky say this word and she'll drop her panties right away programs. They actually really, really piss me off. Because they give guys false hope. And when they realize they've been duped, they get even more frustrated and often get more cynical. And then we start blaming women, ourselves, the world, and that's when we really make ourselves undateable. Because no woman falls for a guy with a victim mindset. So if you're still looking for a magic trick to attract women without talking or something like that, just stop. It doesn't exist. All that stuff is a waste of time, or worse, actually harmful to your chances. But here is what I've learned as well. When you have the ability to actually talk to women in a way that attracts them to you, you also have the unfair advantage over your competition in every part of the game of seduction. Better looking guys, richer guys, younger guys, taller guys, PUA guys, they all be green with envy because you're the one who's got smoking hot women hanging on your every word and fight for your attention. If you know how to move from chatting to hot women online or starting a convo or texting them to making out on a date, if you know how to do that, then you'll leave those clueless jocks in the dust. You're going to be the one with a big grin on your face because the girl on your arm shows these guys exactly what they're missing. And what they hate most about it all? They don't know how you do it because you look so effortless. Did you know that the average single American male spent $1,855 a year on dating in 2016 alone? And that's probably risen by now. That's paying dinner bills, drinks, dating sites, fees, and all of that stuff, probably for nothing. So, are you going to carry on wasting money on dates that are going nowhere? Are you going to keep wasting time on dating sites without getting girls to actually hook up with you? And keep making your life miserable by refusing to put your ass on the line for a moment and get this conversation thing handled properly once and for all? Or are you ready to learn how a bullied virgin from the former East Germany, and that's me by the way, who could hardly string a sentence together without stammering, discovered the art of what I now call verbal foreplay and went from super shy guy around women to dating some of the hottest women in the world? Okay, then here's the key to it all. See, you don't need pickup lines. You don't need routines. You don't need pre-rehearsed scripts. In fact, that stuff destroys your conversation game and your ability to attract women. There are 3 simple things that you need to be able to do when you talk to a girl you like. Number 1, you need to be in a state of what I call foreplay flow. I now see everything I do with a girl before we sleep together as foreplay. This changes everything. You might want to write this down, by the way. You need that mindset, and you need that in a state of flow. When your logical mind goes quiet and your creative mind is activated, that's a state of flow. This comes from having the right inner game and the understanding of how attraction actually works. And it comes from the next 2 key areas. The second is you need to know how to connect with a girl to build trust and rapport. Without that, you'll always be the creepy guy who gets rejected no matter what you try. This is completely overlooked by the usual pickup programs, and that's why you've struggled to get results. The third thing is this. You need to have a flexible system that helps you to attract women when you talk to them. A system that works without routine scripts or lines that you can implement to work for you like clockwork. In other words, you need a simple, flexible, under-the-radar conversation framework that prevents you from ever drying up, that puts you in conversation cruise control to become a guy that instantly responds intuitively to what she's saying, and that allows you to be completely in flow and still feel in control and free, having a great time flirting with her, attracting her, turning her on, getting her to obsess over you whenever you want, and irresistibly leading things to where you want them to go every time, just like regular foreplay. That's what you need. And that's what I've got. My name is Stefan Erdmann. I help single guys attract women when they talk